Welcome back. This is episode 156 of NooBTooB, weekly independent podcast where this week we are finally hitting a great week for games. And dude, we're starting the show, man.
Dude, you can do it without me. I'm playing Shadow Complex. Just make like a couple dick jokes and they'll never even know I'm gone.
Come on, man. We got the wine. It's like we're all set. Let's do this.
Dude, back the fuck up off my nuts, son. I just got the ice missiles or the foam gun or whatever they're calling it in this game. So I'm doing like freezy foamy shit all over the place.
All right, man. All right, I'm getting out the big guns. Hey, can you help me out over here?
Oi! Put down the goddamn controller and do the show so you will leave or you get no sex for a month.
That is totally cheating, and I'm going to get you back for that.
Thank you.
I'm Tobin Kozaire.
And I'm Yuzo Watanabe. This week we are talking about Batman Arkham Asylum, Shadow Complex, and the demos for Wet, Lost Planet 2, and also another game called Tobin's Celibacy.
Oh, I hate you so much. Our new releases include Final Fantasy Dissidia, Metroid Prime Trilogy, Professor Layton the Diabolical Box, and an Invincible Tiger on XBLA. And guess what, kids? Yeah. It is the gaming season again. Did you hear that list of games?
Dude, I just heard Layton. That's all I heard.
We're back. We're so back. So let's get started with Batman Arkham Asylum.
Before we do...
Hold on, my wine's going to come down from the ceiling and fuck up your wine. Upside down. Except that would be bad.
That would be bad because then you would spill. But yeah, Batman Arkham Asylum. So we reviewed the demo of this not too long ago, and we were pretty excited.
Yeah, seriously,
really excited.
I just can't get over what we're looking at. I'm just like, we got Batman, we got Shadow Complex, we got demos coming out, we got like new Metroid Prime next week, we got Professor Layton next week, like
we got PAX in like a week.
And we got PAX in 1 week.
Which a ton of new games. Yeah. There's like all these people showing off like Dragon Age Origins, a bunch of crazy stuff.
Yeah. So it is, like we complained about it for the last couple weeks, even though we kept saying there's nothing to play, and every week we found something awesome.
At least. And we had to dig, though, right?
Yeah.
We had to go to WiiWare, we had to go to Flash Site.
Nick's Quest.
Yes. I don't think anybody ever bought it either.
You guys all go buy Nick's Quest. Buy it. I'm telling you. God damn it.
But this is like, I think the first big AAA game of the gaming season. I mean, well, Madden, whatever. But yeah, so there's like Batman Arkham Asylum and like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I am ridiculously impressed with this game.
It's good.
It's really good.
It's really good, and it's like they do a lot of things that I was, like a lot of times the Batman mythology takes itself too seriously.
Absolutely.
Where it's very grim and just kind of somber, and the Batman talks like a normal person, like he'll be making jokes with Oracle. Yep. The Joker is hilarious.
Really well done. I mean, not Heath Ledger Joker, but still,
But
still
I mean,
good.
it's kind of like the 1950s Joker, like super comical, super manic.
Yeah,
making Jack Nicholson, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson was more Jack than Joker for the most part. But no, I mean, you look at like the pantheon of Batman games, right? Yeah. I mean, I remember the really crappy when the first movie came out.
Yes.
Right, there was like PC game, and I think even I don't remember which console it was on. But dude, it sucked.
Yeah.
It was so, like, seriously, you were like flying through the streets of Gotham getting balloons that were full. It was so bad.
Yeah, and then Prince was there, and you had to keep him from touching your balls.
That's right.
It's like, damn it, Prince!
Get out of here!
Oh!
It was really tiny, so it was kind of easy. So
yeah, that's true. Slap him.
But yeah, there's been a ton of bad Batman games, and there's a ton of bad comic book / movie games.
Yeah, and
like
luckily this wasn't a movie tie-in, which
is
cool. So I mean, this was just like somebody wanted to do a good Batman game, and they succeeded.
Yeah, and they like I think the Arkham Asylum idea, the setting is perfect because basically you can get every single villain from I don't even know what it was like 1940s.
Whenever,
way back when, and then they're all in Arkham Asylum.
Sure, why not? Because the Joker has collected all these dudes. So what's the game like?
Okay, so the game is an open world-ish.
Yeah.
Third person. So it's weird because you take like elements of Dead Space where it's like very Dead Space.
It's totally Dead Space where you see his back. Like I wanted to see like a health bar on Batman's back,
something, right?
Yeah,
like number of batarangs that you have or something, right? But you have that, and then you get a bit of little Bioshocky elements to it, where I think there's like it's very setting. Like the setting is really important, very atmospheric.
Yeah.
They do a really amazing job with these little tapes that you can pick up.
Yes.
So you can get like for the Joker, you have all these 5 interview tapes, and you get to hear all this background. It's just like it reminds me so much of Bioshock.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just like that picking up, and not only that, but there's also things that you can analyze around the place. There'll be like these little inscriptions that if you take a picture of them, you hear the guy that built Arkham Asylum giving you his back history. So
Arkham.
Yes. Yeah. So I mean, like you said, it's got a lot of those elements of good games like that, where it's like you could be walking around listening to a tape of the Joker being interviewed by a psychiatrist.
And keep on. So one thing that was kind of annoyed me though is I picked it up a couple of times and I didn't want to stop playing the game. I just wanted to have it run playing. So I start running around, and then sometimes I would hit some scripted event, which would then stop, and I'm like,
Yeah.
right? It kind of sucked.
I had that happen too.
And I did that happen with the Amadeus, and I still haven't figured out how to get back to that screen.
Oh, to make them play again.
I'm sure somebody will, say in the comments.
I'm sure.
But I'm serious. I was looking, and I'm like, okay, I went to the Riddler's section. I checked on stuff, nothing happened. And I missed one, so I'm now always one behind.
Ah,
right?
yes, there's that missing.
Yeah. So anyhow, there's that. What do you think about the gameplay? Like, what's the?
There's a lot of gameplay that is so there's kind of shooting around with your batarang, so you can actually pull yourself up onto ledges. So there's kind of like that element of exploring the world, and then if you go up in different areas, there's hidden shit, right? So I mean, there's like Riddler trophies, and then there's all the combat, which is kind of like it kind of ended up being the core of the game.
Well, it's weird because like I'm trying to point at a core of a game, right? But I mean, it's to me, at least so far, how far I've gotten, it's almost halfway split down to combat.
Yeah.
And then you're in an area and you have to figure it out by
The exploration and puzzle solving.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm wondering, like, I don't know again how far you gotten, but does it get even more combat heavy?
I mean, the combat's always there. I mean, the thing is like. This is not a puzzly game. Like, they throw in all these Riddler things where it's like you can go around and try and take pictures. Like, there's this Riddler mechanic where the Riddler will say, like, Humpty Dum and Humpty Dee like to go on seesaws and shit. So you go,
that's exactly what it says.
I think that's exactly what the clue was. So you go over and take a picture of a seesaw and you get the puzzle. So that's a puzzle. But other than that, I mean, the gameplay is fairly linear. You're not figuring shit out. I mean, you're kind of going from here to there, right?
I'll give you that, but there's this weird thing where it almost messes with the pacing of the game to me. It's just like, okay, there's a story, right? So where you're like, you have to go save, Commissioner Gordon. You got to go do this. You got to go do all this other stuff. At the same time, you can kind of stick around in an area and find every single Riddler trophy.
Yes,
figure out every single take his picture. And it was weird because I'm almost kind of disagreeing with that because they give you almost too much freedom in that case. Because I would get to a point where like, okay, I'm doing the story, everything's going, and then I'm like, oh, let me spend like an hour in this one zone. Getting all the shit. Yeah. And, it's fun, but it's so different that it almost...
It kind of pulls you out of it.
It pulls me out of it. It takes me out of that rhythm where something like Dead Space is like... The rhythm was almost perfect all the way through, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's my own fault. I could have kept on following the story. You can play however you want, right?
So, I mean, it's kind of nice because it's like open world, but it's not puzzling. I mean, the story is linear. It's just that you can explore the whole rest of the world whenever you want to.
Yes.
I got to say that there's some parts that absolutely blow me away. So, I mean, like, without giving away any plot stuff, all the stuff with the Scarecrow...
You like that?
I did.
Dude,
I did.
I thought it was a little gimmicky.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay, so what do you like about it? Well, we won't go too much detail.
Yeah, I don't want to go into it too much, but I mean, like, generally speaking, there's these plot points where you get sprayed with gas, and then suddenly it goes from linear gameplay to you're off in some La La Land, and the Scarecrow's fucking with you. And it's like...
But fucking with you, but the gameplay mechanic that you have to solve, at least for the two that I've been through, is so basic.
It is
right?
pretty simple.
So that's that.
But I'm saying, like, for atmosphere, I really like those levels. Sure. And not only that, but it's like there'll be that part where you have to solve the puzzles. But there's also usually the lead up to it, where you'll kind of have this backstory of him seeing his parents get killed, or like finding their bodies.
So you like that
on.
Part of it.
I like the story of that. Like the atmosphere in this game is just spot on.
It's polished to no ends. Like you take a AAA title of any of the last years, and this totally rises up to that level, right? It's like the voice acting is fantastic. The amount of detail, the amount of collectibles, the different types of gameplay. Like you're right, the Scarecrow, it's a totally different type of game.
Totally different. And it's a nice break. It's a nice break from all the other stuff.
And you get the stealth action stuff. You get the pure combat. You get the puzzle solving, the riddle.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a game.
Yeah,
it's a full ass game.
And I love the stealth combat. I love it. I love it. Where it's just like you're in the world and you have to kind of just figure out how to sneak around, and you're popping guys from behind. You're dropping down and pulling them up, and you're throwing batarangs.
It's kind of like Metal Gear Solid, like what we loved about Metal Gear Solid.
It is very like Metal Gear Solid, yeah.
It's the good stuff without like the hours and hours of cutscenes in between every single takedown. Yeah. So I mean it's great.
The only complaint that I have is the actual button mashy combat.
Really? Okay.
Like it gets better. Like they start throwing in more variety of enemies. You start getting enemies with different things, like different knives and tasers and stuff. But
it's not your thing.
Well, I mean. There's very rarely a fight where I think there's any chance of me losing.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I've done it a few times already.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't know if you're playing easy or something like that.
Normal.
But there's a couple of areas, especially when you get knife guys.
Yeah.
Where if you screw up, they take away like a third of your life or half of your life sometimes, for the most part. So what I had the exact same opinion as you as far as the combat was concerned until I got a little bit further along when they started adding the knife guys. They started adding a couple of other guys where it started turning into a rhythm game. Almost. Because really, that's the whole point. You have to actually hit the button in time So what ends up happening is, you have a guy and a little symbol goes over his head,
Right.
and then you have to hit the counter button.
Yeah.
So it's just like seriously, it almost feels like I'm playing guitar or a rock band.
'Cause you're
while I'm
looking
fighting.
for the
I'm
signals
looking, I'm doing
and-
that, and then I'm throwing back, and you're also doing this other element of stunning people.
Yeah.
Right. So you get the special power, and you stun, move, hit,
Yeah.
counter, hit, and it's like I started getting to the flow and I started enjoying it a lot more. But initially, I
don't dislike it. It's just that like even as because I'm a little bit farther than you, and it's like even when they start throwing more stuff into the mix, I still. A lot of times they'll just get down to the fight where it's like there'll be like one stun gun guy and 8 regular guys, and just like hit, counter, hit, counter, and just like it's fun. I mean, like it doesn't ever make me want to put the controller down, but a lot of times I'll get to those fights, I'm like, okay, let me get through this.
And I would say if you want to say any part of the game is weak, it's probably one of the weaker elements of it.
And it's not
It's not that bad.
It's really not that bad. I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying to find anything.
I got one.
Okay, what else?
So like one thing that really pissed me off that just I don't understand how this didn't get past playtesting was the fact that Joker repeats himself.
Oh, all of his little.
Oh my god! Like
Yeah.
seriously, when I was telling you, like I would spend an hour looking for shit.
Yeah.
I would end up hearing Joker saying the exact same thing like 8 times. And
Yeah.
I got to a point where like I want to fucking finish this game and kill Joker because he's annoying the hell out of me. I mean, seriously.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, that's true. That's true
so
because
they-
he only does have a fixed number of little
4
quips. Yeah.
or 5.
And he'll be kind of meanie.
Yeah. And so that I wish, number one, you could either like if they had a speaker system which you could blow up and not hear his shit
That'd be
anymore,
kinda cool.
That would be really
Yeah.
cool. Or something where they just stop having him say the exact same thing over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like they could
But-
just keep track of if the Joker said shit or not. It's not that. So, I mean, I guess the last thing to
That's a-
cover
that's a
would be
nit.
it
Yeah.
is a nit.
Yeah.
And the last thing to cover is the kind of leveling up system. So as you level,
that's
you
right.
can unlock new shit, and you're unlocking more armor for yourself, better batarangs, doing whatever else. I mean, there's a
Combat stuff, which is like really
very nice.
Yeah, it's very useful. You can do so. There's a combo system where if you do the rhythm game part of it right, where you hit, then you all of a sudden get like unblockable moves.
Yes.
You get these crazy. It's
you
really
go to
awesome.
like turbo mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
So go buy it.
Go buy it.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's gonna be up one of the better games this season
Yeah,
easily.
absolutely, and
I
it's
won't say the
deep. I mean,
best, but-
it's deep too. I mean, like it'll keep you going for a while. I put in.
played?
I'm going to say it's probably going to be a like 30-hour game.
You think?
I think so.
Especially if you try to get all the Riddler stuff, right?
if you're not just like running through it on a dash.
I think you're right because I played about 6 hours at this
Yeah.
point and about a quarter. It says 25% complete.
Yeah, exactly. So,
So-
I mean, yes, it's around there, and I have a feeling it's one of those games too that kind of opens up a little bit near the end where you're gonna have to go back and do some other stuff and whatever
Exactly.
else. I mean, it's great. It's good fun.
Yeah, they really did a good job. So good job, Rocksteady. I hope you guys do well with the next. God, what was the next game? They're working on some other apparently really big. They're taking one established IP. I wish I remember what it was.
Okay.
And they're gonna work on it. So
Nice.
nice.
So next up is Wet.
Wet.
Yeah.
Is this one of those? This is one of those ones that got dropped, wasn't it? Like with Ghostbusters.
Oh,
a couple of
really?
ones. Yeah. So, fuck. What company was it? That totally. Anyway, it was like one company that had Ghostbusters.
Wet Tech.
Yes, Wet Tech. No, that's right. It was whoever bought. So Activision bought Blizzard, which was also had like all those other companies,
Okay.
Sierra, a bunch of other ones.
Yeah.
As part of that, Ghostbusters got dropped, Wet got dropped, a bunch of these
okay.
big like Brutal Legend got dropped.
Yeah.
And Activision
that's the
wish
big
they
one.
didn't
Yeah.
drop that one.
And they're
So-
suing EA. Yeah, that's right.
Which
So
is
this is one
settled.
of the ones that got dropped, and so they obviously got picked back up again.
By Bethesda
Yeah.
or Omnia ZeniMax Studios, and so it's kind of like it reminds me a lot of Stranglehold.
Yes,
Right?
I can see that. Yeah.
So it's one of those. It's a third person. Yeah, it's a third person shooter.
Yeah. It reminds me of Stranglehold, and it reminds me of No More Heroes.
What about what? So what of No More Heroes?
Well, I mean, like there's in part of the demo you go into turbo mode where
Hmm.
you're just whooping up on people and it's all bloody and shit, and it's just like that seemed very No More Heroes-y to me.
Definitely, because you're just killing tons.
That's
and
it. I
tons
mean,
of people.
that's all it is, and it's like
That's
super gory and it's funny. This kind of.
I kind of liked it. Actually, I kind of liked it.
I also kind of liked it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a lot more style than substance to me.
And that's why I would say it's more going to be a rental.
Yeah.
I would definitely not buy it. But so a couple of things I liked about it. Number one, it's like it does what Stranglehold was really, really trying to do, but it does it right.
It does have more style, for sure.
Yeah, it's more style, but it's like style with like you actually have to do something. So when you, for whatever reason, they decided to make the game so that you have to be doing something stylish to kill people.
Right.
You have to.
Yes.
Because if you're just sitting there, I'm like bam, bam, bam. You're right in front of me. I'm not killing you.
Yeah, seriously. So, like guys will just take guys are like catching bullets in their teeth, like there's like holes in their body, and then you jump out in the air, you're like, and the guy's like, oh, I'm dead.
Yeah, or it's like you have to be doing a somersault and a slide and all that,
running up walls,
and they'll kill like 20 people.
Yeah.
Like, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it's neat because you can understand that they're doing that so that you do these stylish things.
Yes.
But it's just like that's what Strangle tried to do. They did it right. It was kind of fun.
Yeah.
I really like the stylistic mode.
The style's nice. The style's very nice. It's very like old kung fu movie from the 70s.
I just meant the action scenes.
Oh, okay.
I actually didn't like the style of the rest of it.
Okay.
The,
You didn't like
the sheen that they put on
the
this
kind of like shaky cam.
Dude, everybody's doing that now.
Yeah.
Seriously, like what was the shooting game? Zombie one. Fuck.
Oh yeah. I know
House of
you're
the
talking
Dead.
about- yeah.
House of
that's
the
right.
Dead
House of the
Overkill
Dead
or
did
whatever.
just like the exact same thing.
There's this other one we're going to talk about in previews, which is copying. And it's like,
Yeah.
look, dude, it's been done.
Yeah.
And frankly, it kind of started giving me a headache.
Yeah, I mean it's the Tarantino thing, right? Like everyone's kind of doing this, like the Death Proof,
Yep.
just
Grindhouse kind of style where you get the film lines, it shakes every once in a while.
It annoyed me in the video intros to stuff, and then once I got in the gameplay, it didn't bother me at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Because like in the gameplay, I actually started going like, oh, I wish I looked for an option to turn it off.
Yeah, just give me regular fucking camera.
Yeah.
So I mean, the thing is I honestly I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
It was kind of fun, but I really feel like when we play this game for real,
You're gonna
it's
get
a
tired of
one-trick
it.
pony.
You think so?
It's it's
There's
just like
driving
even
levels.
in the demo, I'd be like jump, shoot, jump, shoot,
Yeah.
jump. It's cool. It's cool. We'll
pretty
see.
cool.
We'll see.
I'm saying I'm going to rent it. I mean, I'll rent it the week it comes out.
Yeah.
Especially depending on what other stuff comes out. But
I mean,
I
like
definitely want to try
the
it out.
bloodlust thing was boring. The second level when you're.
See, I like that.
Really?
Yeah, because it reminded me so much of No More Heroes, where you're just going around killing shit.
But there's no skill.
Of course-
It's just you're just watching something happen.
Wait a minute.
I like skill.
Usually the argument's the other way around, where I'm saying like, no, you need skill. And you're like, no, it's so much fun. Blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah.
well, it's not fun. That's my problem.
Really?
I liked the first level and the third level. Like I thought that kind of that was interesting enough for me to watch. Where it's like even though it still wasn't very skill based,
Yeah.
when all the cars and you're jumping and shit's
you
blowing
like
up.
that?
Yeah, I thought that was
Oh,
kind of
okay,
cool.
gotcha.
But just because it was
thought
like
that was boring.
well, it's like a playable movie, right? You're just
Yeah,
watching
that's
and
true.
everything's exploding. Keanu Reeves is like riding a bus and just like all that.
Well,
shit's
yeah, the other
happening,
one
but-
for me is just like they totally made it so stylistic, where it's like flat, cel shaded.
Yeah.
They just changed the entire style of the game. And personally, I kind of wish that's the style they picked for the whole game.
Yeah.
I mean, art style, whatever. It's a good demo you can get on Xbox Live today. I say check out the trial and maybe rent it.
Sure, try the free trial of the game. I'll give a thumbs up to that. We'll see when the full game comes out. I'm not.
You're real skeptical. Huh?
I'm pretty skeptical. It's fun, but it's not deep.
And I will I absolutely agree with you.
Yeah.
I just think it'll be fun for about 2 or 3 hours, and for a rental, that's okay.
That's
for
true.
me.
Yeah,
You know
it
what I
might be good enough. But Shadow Complex.
This game.
This game is the shit.
Well, it's Metroid, basically.
It is
It's pretty
exactly
much
Metroid. I mean, but it's Metroid re-envisioned, much prettier. I mean, just like
with Nathan Drake.
yeah, with
They did
Nathan,
add that.
with the half tuck. He had the half tuck.
He did.
I mean, I don't know if you guys have heard about this. People joke about the fact that Nathan Drake has a half tuck, which means his shirt is mostly out except it's tucked in a little bit, and it's never in or out. It's the half tuck. You're not committing. So this guy
very
had
cool.
Nathan Drake hair, Nathan Drake voice, Nathan Drake half tuck.
Attitude, yeah.
That
It
is
was-
the new cookie cutter. I'm trying to think of the word. It's not cookie cutter,
Well,
but it's the new design.
archetype, right? The archetype of
exactly.
the hero. And like,
he is the new hero.
I personally like it a lot better than the Space Marine, Bald
I
Space
love it.
Marine. Like, seriously, we've had that for 3-4 years.
Yeah,
at this
I mean,
point.
I'll make fun of it because it looks similar to Nathan Drake, but I would so much rather watch this than like some guy who's like, "Let's fuck shit up." Blah 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 blah. It's just like he's making witty comments and he's making
funny.
self-deprecating shit. He's he's having a good time at it.
Yeah, and he's not like superly, crazy buff. He's like
Yes.
he's like a normal everyday guy. So I can relate to that a little bit more, which is good.
He has a gunt.
He's just a little bit
His
of
half tuck over the gunt.
He just drinks beer at home.
That's right.
He's like your standard guy. And he's
right.
put into compromising situations, which we just kind of wish.
I was like, I would
One
totally
day.
be tough if I was in that situation. Beep boop 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 boop. I could totally do that wall jump.
Yeah.
No, could not.
But yeah, so Shadow Complex, it is a side scroller.
Yes.
By the guys who did Undertow. Amazingly enough.
Yes, we've been getting shit like that. People on Twitter are just like, "Are you going to say that Undertow is good now?" It's like, did they remake it good?
I don't think they did, actually.
We didn't like Undertow, but we love this game.
Oh, and it's just like we were so scared because like these guys were gonna do Ender's Game. And we're like, fuck that shit, take
Yep.
it away from these guys. And
Yep.
and they were working with Orson Scott Card for this, and
Yeah.
like
I trust them completely.
Please make Ender's Game.
We take it back. We trust you. So seriously, Shadow Complex honestly made me feel like I was 12 playing Metroid again.
Exactly, dude.
I totally
so
had
awesome.
that feeling. I was just playing it, and I was just kind of like, I was just like big grin on my face, and you're just exploring the world, and it's just like once you, because you'll see these things where with your flashlight you can see all the parts of the world. It's like this, you need foam to get in. This, you need missiles. This, you need grenades. This, you need a gun.
They don't give you missiles forever. I'm just like, I'm serious. Like, I see all these red bars everywhere. I'm like,
You're like, I'll be back for you. I won't be back. But once you find it, like, once you get to the thing, it's like, you've got a foam gun. I'm like, motherfucker, I got a foam gun!
Yeah,
what?
then you spend the next hour and a half going back to every single purple spot. It's just
awesome.
And the thing is, like, what's funny is, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Like, when you go back for the foam gun, and you get, basically you get extra foam packs.
More foam ammo, yeah.
More foam ammo. It's just like, you don't need that much foam ammo for the most part. Because the thing is, like, it's totally useless, but I don't care.
It doesn't matter.
Because you want to know why?
It's collecting heaven.
It's collecting heaven. You got a big map with a question mark, and you're like, fuck that.
I will get that goddamn question mark.
It's going to turn to a period.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
That's what I want. I want to change the punctuation of this game.
And they made that the element. It's just like, I spent 5.5 hours, and I finished that fucking game.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't finish that many games.
You
this game?
do not.
This game.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I couldn't stop. I honest to God couldn't stop. Like, I just kept playing. I think I did it in like 2 days.
Did you finish it 100%?
No, not yet.
Oh, really? I would have thought you would have.
Honestly, I might have had I not had Batman to play. Like, it was one of those things where, like, I'm not going to keep playing that where it's like, now I've got Layton. Now I've got Batman.
It's a lot of balls
like,
to juggle,
we're getting this point where it's like, when I beat Shadow Complex, I'm like, all right,
done. I'll get back to you later.
That was awesome. Maybe I'll come back. Because, I mean, like, actually, the one that interested me more than that was the trying to finish. There's an achievement for finishing the game with less than 13% of the items.
Shoot. Like, I don't even know how that works, because you still have to get all the items,
I
right?
know. But it's like you don't pick up any ammo packs. You don't pick up any of this. So it's like, I think that's kind of a fun thing,
and
too.
I think there's another. So one is just 13%, and another one's like you have to get 100% in under 2 hours.
Yeah.
So they have built-in speed runs into this game.
Yeah.
So not only is the full game like really awesome, they also have a bunch of challenge modes.
Yep.
Leaderboards.
Yeah.
Which is awesome, and like I really love the little touch they did. Like when you're playing the game, right? And I'm, what are you doing? Like I'm usually doing headshots, or I'm doing the melee attack.
Yes.
And I see this little thing pop up saying Tobin00 has 148. You have 149. I'm like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah. I love that because then it started
awesome?
making me do more of those attacks,
Absolutely.
right? Like I'd be shooting people, and then I did a melee, and it was like Jam Enslaver has 46, and I was like, I beat him, and then it shows me the next dude. It's like Yuzo or whatever. I'm like, all right, now I'm just choking everybody.
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't matter.
That's the whole game now. It's just like I'm just going to go back and forth and kill people until I fucking beat you. So
and it's just like all you do is add one little tiny competitive element, and it changes the way you play the game.
And having it be dynamic. You don't have to go to the menu and look at that shit like,
No.
oh, let me go check the leaderboards. No. As you beat people, it pops up like where you are in the standings, which is brilliantly done.
It's seriously like, and they started doing that pretty much right around Geometry Wars 2. I didn't see very much before that. Like every game developer needs to do this now. Fuck it. Like no matter what you do, anything in the game, you got to show your friend.
Yeah.
And how close you are to them.
Yeah, and just give constant feedback. They did this in Trials HD beautifully. We talked about that last week.
So that's the game element of 2009. As far as I'm concerned,
absolutely.
It's the best
dynamic leaderboards, like feedback in the game on how you're doing against your buddies.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't even know. Like, can you think of anything bad about that?
I have zero complaints, honestly. Well, okay, that's not true. The end boss is retardedly easy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give anything away. But I mean, like
most of the bosses were actually really pretty easy to me.
Yeah.
For the most part, like I only had to retry
easy,
once, maybe out of the whole game, once or maybe twice.
Yeah, I guess that's true. The bosses, yeah.
But at the same time, like that's normal, and it was still a lot of fun. So they didn't block me. I bet if you play hard, it's going to be much more difficult.
That's true.
So
that's true.
I'm
not
going to fault them for that.
I just thought that the other enemies were kind of fun because they'd be like big mechs, and you'd be trying to shoot them and hopping around and stuff. But it was just like, I thought the end boss was just cheesy shit.
Well, I got to the end, and I'm like fighting, whatever. I don't want to talk about the end boss. I'm fighting the end boss, and I'm like, this is a little. I hope there's some stuff after this. And then all of a sudden the credits were all like, really?
Motherfucker. Yeah,
and I'm
exactly.
like, I didn't get 2 pieces of the fucking suit.
Well, that's the other thing is I'm like, wait, I beat it, and they're like, okay, now go feel free to explore. No. You don't, you have to,
game over.
Yeah.
But,
So
I mean, you can
have
go
to
back
make
to
sure
your
you
save
collect.
right before, but whatever. But like, seriously, like, I did not get 2 pieces.
How's that even possible? I thought you had to get all the pieces.
Well, the thing is, I was following the instructions. So in the game, when you hit the map, it says go here, go here, and I'm like, okay. And then I got the what did I get? I got the double jump boot or something like that. And then the line said go here, and I went there, and that was the end of the game. And I'm like, but the helmet's down over here, and this is over. It's like,
oh, that's funny. No, I got all the suit, but that's hilarious.
I don't even know what the fucking last thing does.
I don't remember. There was all sorts of crazy shit.
But yeah, and so actually one slight thing is like I think you're a little too powerful at the end. You get so much amazing stuff that really there's no challenge whatsoever as far as doing some of the stuff.
But you do feel like a badass. I mean, like you get that part of the game where it's like once you've leveled up and you're just kind of running through and just capping everybody.
They do a good job.
Because they give you like this new ultra powered gun where these guys that used to just be a horrible pain, these ninja dudes that would pop up on the ceiling and just throwing shit at you. And you just come in, and you're like blah da da. You know, it's just like I just missile them. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, that's all you got to do, and just like, and they do some really good puzzle elements.
Yes.
There's certain blue blocks, so there's these blocks where you get the special thing where you have to run really fast and blow them up.
Yes.
They were hard. Mm-hmm. Like, because sometimes you have to run along the top of the wall, and like you have to finish it. Like, it took me like 5-10 minutes. Some of these.
Yeah. And it was great. It was like one of those things where like I'm gonna get this shit. Yeah. I'm totally gonna get this. Like the world exploration was awesome. I would see where I was supposed to go, and I'm like. Yeah. I can go through this door.
Yeah.
I'm just like, boop, 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 boop.
It was just like, oh, this is uncovered. Oh, there's a question mark over here. And like, I have this new foam gun.
Yes.
Right? And
you think about how much they've improved this since the Metroid world. Like, in the Metroid world, you'd have to get Nintendo Power, and you're like, let me check over here. I think I have to re-go get this missile. I don't remember if I got this missile pack or not. This one, there's like the whole map, and it doesn't make it easy.
No.
But you can explore the whole thing, and if there's mysteries you haven't gotten yet, there's a question mark. You can always go back and try and figure out that mystery.
Yeah. And like they fixed the thing where like before Metroid sometimes you have to like go and farm levels to get health and all your missiles back. It's just like every time you go to a save room you can fill up everything.
Yes.
And it didn't make it too well, I guess it was kind of easy, but for the most part it's just like it wasn't a hassle.
Yeah, because you don't want to farm. Nobody wants to farm. No one wants to be like, I would love to progress in this game.
Yeah.
Let me go kill a bunch of dudes for some health.
I was like, Mother Brain's right there and I only have 5 missiles.
Yeah, let me go hunt for missiles for an hour to fucking fight Mother Brain.
And then die.
Yeah, and then die. So, I mean, as we go forward, the gaming industry is really figuring out the pain points and removing them. And this one was almost pure joy.
It really was.
The whole time he's like,
And not only that, it's just like they still do it for the hardcore people. You can do hard. You can get it 100%.
Oh, yeah.
You can do it in 2 hours. And like, we're not going to do it. Like, I don't know if we're just old or something. Like, we're not going to do that anymore. We just aren't.
Yeah.
But it's still fun for us.
Yes, absolutely. So. It's good for every gamer.
Oh, love this game.
Huge thumbs up.
Best Xbox Live game this year so far?
I think so. I can't think of anything better so far this year. So, I mean, we're starting to build up the top best of 2009. I mean, they're starting to come out right now.
Yep.
So, Batman
best downloadable? Nick's Quest still beat it?
It's tight.
I don't think Nick's Quest beats Shadow Complex to me.
It's up there for me.
Really?
It
okay,
really
it'll be close.
It'll be close.
Okay.
And then the last one is the Lost Planet 2 co-op demo.
Oh yeah, so this is Lost Planet 2 where now you're no longer in snow all the time. Thank God.
And your health isn't draining all the time. Thank fucking God.
Well, it's draining if the fucking bug stomps on you.
That's fine.
That's okay.
That's fine. Nothing I hate more than what I call gauntlet health. Gauntlet health. Because you know what? Lost Planet, you don't need to be putting coins in.
No, that's true.
This is just like, boo, but... So what's this co-op demo?
So the co-op demo it's great. Lost Planet, I'm sure you guys have played the other one. The first one was awesome. We really liked it. We had some problems, but for the most part, it was a good buy. This one is just a co-op 4-player demo, and you kill a huge-ass bug.
It is epic shit. It is epic shit.
Fucking Shadow of the Colossus epic, dude.
Exactly.
It's like huge.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Halo 3 epic, but Shadow of the Colossus is true too. Where not Halo, was it?
Yeah,
it was Halo
3
when they started doing the ultra fight the big asshole thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you can play with your 4 buddies, and everybody can be hopping in mechs, picking up fucking huge missile launchers and rifles and grenades, going around with your grappling hook.
Yeah. You can go inside of it.
Yes,
which is like ridiculous.
We didn't get to.
No, we weren't tasty enough.
We weren't. Delicious.
Apparently, the other 2 guys like Veritas and HP, they were delicious, but we were not.
So we were hopping on. We played with some other NooBToobers. So we hopped on. Everybody's got the headsets on, and it was just it's a really good time because
so much fun. Yeah.
It's not twitchy. It's not like people are dying left and right. Like if you die, you fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, like the bug will stomp on you and swat you with its tail, whatever, but you're basically running around. You're like, all right, let's get its knees. Let's go over here. Like, I got this mech. I'm going to go behind it. You go over and do this stuff. And everyone's just kind of teaming up. And apparently, you can grapple into its mouth and go inside and fuck up its guts.
It was awesome, too, because we were outside. We were like, okay, where do other guys go? And they're like, oh, we're inside. And I'm like, I'll see like the explosions in the body. And I'm like, oh, that's
Damn
cool.
it.
Good job.
They didn't eat me. I wanted to get eaten, so I need to go back and play it again, like just to kind of grapple into its mouth.
Yes, that's what the game was. It's like we want to be eaten. We want to like.
And we were talking about that when we were playing. I was like, I have to say, I'm a firm supporter of any game where people are giving each other advice, which is you need to grapple into its mouth.
But dude, even the best thing about this game for me was the fact that we found that mech and like, oh, by the way, hey, look, there's 2 extra spots.
Yes.
So like, I got in one arm, you got another. I think Veritas was in the middle, and then we were just like going. It was awesome.
3-person co-op mechs where it's like you're the arm.
Yeah.
You're just up there like fucking gunning on stuff, and somebody else is driving
I had a big
around.
missile on my side.
Yeah.
And did you have a machine gun?
I had a big machine gun.
Oh, yeah, it was so awesome. And like I was making a joke, and Capcom, I hope you're listening. I hope you're listening. Like, I was making a joke. This is what they need to do. They need to have multiple mechs.
Yeah.
And then they got to form together for a bigger mech. I don't care how you do it.
You want Voltron.
I want Voltron.
Lost Planet Voltron.
Lost Planet Voltron. Do it. Just, come on. I'm sure you can change the game.
Form of leg. You're like, oh, this sucks. I'm bored. All I'm doing is walking around. I always wondered that in Voltron. It's like the fucking. You're just like, oh great, I'm the fucking groin plate.
Yeah, it's like maybe it's a missile that you can use every once in a while.
Imagine the dude that's the chest of Voltron. You're just like, wow, you guys are shooting really poorly. I could totally do this better. I hate being the Green Lion. Fuck, this sucks.
That's true. I mean, actually, yeah, because we were making jokes.
The
like
arms get to do everything.
Well, the arms of the guy who's like, maybe the guy in the torso is going to be driving.
Then the leg guys don't get to do anything.
Well, no, they get to go like this a lot.
Yeah, it would suck to be in most of Voltron.
That's true. And that makes sense for the 3. But yeah, I really would like if you guys can do that, where some you can fuse together.
It would be awesome.
It would be the first time I've ever seen it in a game that I can think of.
And it also had the really cool Lost Planet mechanic, which I haven't seen in the other games, which is the picking up weapons and mounting them on your mech.
That was really cool.
Or
yes,
taking the weapon off the mech and carrying it around like a motherfucking badass. You're just like, I have a mech missile launcher, and I'm just like, go.
Yeah, and it just felt really good.
Yes.
All the mechanics were awesome. It's just like, I'm totally going to buy this game.
Yeah.
Like, totally.
And it's cool because you know there's going to be a learning curve because the first time you and I played,
we had no
idea what we're doing. And not only that, but then like the bug killed us and like, all right, you're out of team lives because you have like 6 team lives and you lose all of them, the game's over. And we're just like, wait, what? What? Like, is the demo over? And we play again, and then we started teaming up, and then we started figuring out the weak points.
And then, like, inside the game, too, there's these spawn points that you can get. Each time you get a spawn point, you get another 500 points, which gives you another life, basically. Mm-hmm. So the fact that they have this 4-player team co-op, you're going to be able to play through a campaign like that. Like, I remember Halo 3 playing 4 players. It's like, that was awesome. It was epic. It was like, it was one of the best things. So this one is going to be even better.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So get the free demo, and the game is looking hot. Like, this turned it into a buy and launch for me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know, like, this is one of those things where it's like, Lost Planet 2, I like Lost Planet. Yeah. You will see when it comes out, whatever. It's just like, demos like this are a lesson to the people out there where it's like, it's replayable.
Yep.
It's fun. It's, you know, like, it's just, it shows you all the elements that are coming in the game. Like, this is the right way to do a demo.
Yes. And it brings players together, makes them rely on each other, because, like, the thing is, like, when, like, I died twice, I felt really bad, and, like, I wasn't going to do that again.
You're like, sorry, guys!
Like, sorry, I sucked.
Yeah, exactly. So great demo. Awesome. So new releases.
Woo!
Another big set of games.
Another big week. So, you know, people have been complaining. Oh, sorry. Actually, let's talk about Dissidia.
Yeah.
So why did Square Enix decide to not have Final Fantasy : something? This is Dissidia : Final Fantasy.
They're trying to keep it fresh. Trying to keep the colon fresh.
It's getting a little stale. I'll give you that. It is getting a little stale, especially when you have Final Fantasy : something else.
Exactly.
But,
so it's flip mode. They're trying to switch it on you like Busta Rhymes. So Dissidia, the whole thing is basically a action fighter. It's kind of like a
fighter. What kind of game?
Like it's kind of like the action. It's kind of like the action sequences in an action RPG, except it's just you versus a big dude, and you're kind of doing blocks and attacks and taking down their health and taking down their fierceness points, or what do they call it? Courage points or whatever.
But is that the whole game?
That's
it.
Is
it one after the other, or are you like still walking around town?
That's it.
It's like a fighting game.
It's a grid where you go and you pick people to fight, and you're just like, it's a fighting game. So
interesting.
It's
PSP, right?
It's PSP. I'll try it. I mean, like people are very excited about this. I got to say right now, like, this is probably not my kind of game.
Yeah, and
it's Square Enix, so I'll trust them enough to try it. But I mean,
Square Enix is a publisher, though, right? I mean, they at this point now they have maybe 10, 20 different developers, and you can't. You know, it's tough.
My opinion, you and I just went to Japan a couple months ago. My opinion is that they're going after the Gundam market. They're going after this market where they're these big mechs and they're running around and they're just beating the living shit out of each other. And like, wait, we could do that with Final Fantasy characters.
Oh, so do you have actually all the characters?
Apparently, you can. I haven't.
Like, but which Final Fantasy are they modeling on? 13 or 12? Because it's
all of them.
Really?
I saw some screenshots where they actually have like the little 8-bit guys from like Final Fantasy 1.
Holy
crap.
So
this kind of weird, like, bringing in... they did this with Kingdom Hearts, right? I mean, it's the same kind of thing. It's like, let's drag in all these characters you guys love and then let you fight with them.
But whatchamacallit, is it... The thing that worries me is, like, there's a lot of those fighting games that they have, right? There's Castlevania, Vengeance.
Yeah.
Whenever they try to, like, get, like, okay, well, we're just going to take, like, a Mario Kart and then add a bunch of characters. We're going to take a fighting game and add a bunch of characters.
Doesn't usually work.
Never goes well.
No.
Never.
No.
So, we'll see.
I'll probably maybe one of us can get it and we can like trade it off or something because now we both have PSPs.
I gotta start getting on Layton though.
Yeah, for real. So next one up, Metroid Prime Trilogy.
Oh, huge.
What is there to say?
Huge.
What is there to say? I mean, like
that we're gonna play it.
We're getting this. Actually, I have it.
Yeah.
So
I'm getting on the way home. So
yeah, exactly. So I have it sitting actually unopened. I picked it up on the way over here. So.
Yes. Well, here's the deal, right? Okay, so Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3, all three of them. We love 3, or you love 3. I really liked it a lot. They took 1 and 2 and then added the Wii controls.
And added better graphics.
Oh, widescreen?
Widescreen. I mean, they basically patched up 1 and 2, made them as good as the Wii third one.
And they even added the achievements. So, like, all the little tokens that you get from the third one, they added them back to the first and second. So it's like stuff we've been asking for constantly.
They did it right. I mean, like, I can't say they did it right because I haven't played it yet, but this is going to be the shit. This is going to be awesome.
I played the first one. I loved it. And the third one was really awesome. I never played the second, but like at this point now, I'm like, those are long games.
Yeah, I'm excited to play them.
Are you gonna start with 1 and just go?
Yes. Absolutely. I'm starting the beginning. I'm going to tank my way through that shit all the way.
Wow. So yes. I would love to see updates on the NooBTooB Twitter on when you finish each individual
I will Twitter.
One.
I've been twittering a little bit about my Pickerats.
You have? Dude! What? Well, okay, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. So then next up is Invincible Tiger, The Legend of Hantao.
Hantao. So we saw some of the demos for this both on PS and Xbox Live Arcade. It looks like Kung Fu Master.
It does look like Kung Fu.
Like, totally.
Yeah.
But much better.
Yeah, like on the NES, you mean? Like
on the NES. Yeah, actually, I don't even know if anybody... Yeah.
You guys remember the Nintendo, the NES? It was 8 bits. Yeah, oh yeah! Nice! That's exactly what the sounds were.
That game was...
Bwong.
Yeah, you gotta I can't do the jump kick from here, but yeah.
And it's like the weird things that fell from the ceiling. You're like,
the pots with the snakes.
Yes, that sucked.
Yeah, it really sucked. But the game was awesome, and this game looks like even better. But it looks a little simplistic. That's what I'm slightly worried about.
But it has co-op.
Co-op all the way through the story.
It has co-op, so I mean that kind of sells us on these games. So there'll be a free demo.
Yep,
we'll check it out.
Check out the gameplay. It looks pretty hot. I don't like the freaking style they use. It's another one of those games with a film.
Same Tarantino
quit
style.
Doing it. Stop.
Yep.
All right.
And then last up. Layton, motherfuckers! It is Professor Layton, the Diabolical box. We've been waiting for this for a year.
Came out Monday.
It is out. I have been playing a lot.
I want to play, but I only have like 50 Pickerats, dude.
I have 1,800 Pickerats.
Dude, have you just been playing nonstop?
Maybe.
So we will give a
full review next week.
Full review next week, but obviously I think somebody might like it. Maybe
it's all right. It's all right.
Oh my god. Okay.
Go get it right now. So next up, so that's the games for next week. I think we've got plenty to play.
I think we do.
And then so we got donation thanks.
Yes. So thank you very much, Stephen, for I think he's from UK.
Yes, he was.
So thank you very much for helping us out. And if you guys are interested in donating, we're going to be buying a lot of pizza and other stuff at PAX, so we could probably use the help.
That's right.
Just go to the front page. On the right-hand side, you see a little donation box.
Yep. And as always, like we said, all the proceeds from the T-shirts and all the proceeds from donations go straight into buying video games, which will then give away to you guys either in contests or at PAX.
I think we're going to be giving away almost 10 or 12 games,
We have
probably
a pile of stuff plus free pizza for NooBToobers.
Yeah.
I mean,
So because we haven't been unloading it, and like it's just been a pain in the ass. So like we're just going to bring everything we have with us.
That's right.
And give it away.
So everything you guys put in the community, we give right back to you guys. So we really, really appreciate the donations. So next up, PAX is a week from today.
1 week. Actually, it starts about 5 days from when you see this.
Yes. So before we start talking about PAX, we've got a quick question, a call-in question.
Yeah, very important question.
Well, yes. Hello, Tobin and Yuzo. This is Draco Locke. My question is, well, first I'd like to say that I am attending PAX. My question is that, do you have to be a subscriber to NooBTooB to participate in your events, or can you be just a really big fan of the show and still go to your events with the NooBTooB t-shirt on? That is my question, and I'll see you at PAX. Yow.
Dude. Anyone that watches NooBTooB is a member of the NooBTooB army
all you
by
gotta do.
default. Even if you hate the show, guess what? You're in the NooBTooB army.
Because you saw it.
How you like that?
It's called the draft.
We have a viral draft. Everyone
service.
watching this. That's right. Fuck you. You're drafted in the NooBTooB army.
That's
if
right.
you're within the sound of our voice. So, I mean, we are a non-exclusive community. If you see us at PAX, if you see anyone at PAX wearing a NooBTooB shirt, walk up, be like, NooBToob's the shit.
Yep.
Let's hang out. We're going to have a crap load of buttons. So if you can't buy a NooBTooB shirt, if you can't take a white t-shirt take a white t-shirt and write NooBTooB on it, we have a bunch of buttons. If you come up and say, hey, what's up? We're going to give you a button. Put it on your shirt. Everyone is welcome. Yes. Everyone. If you see anybody walking around, come join in. We're all just going to be partying, having a good time.
Yeah. And the thing is, it doesn't matter that you shouldn't have to think that you don't have to go to these things, because if you actually go to the forums, you go to YouTube, and you talk to people, you can actually start making connections and then have people to hang out with directly. Because I'm seriously, the army is going to be probably 100 plus.
It's going to be huge
at this point. So there's going to be a lot of people.
Yeah.
So knowing at least one person or just having people know about you, it's going to be like even that much better.
Hell yeah.
But you don't need it.
Absolutely. I mean, just don't ever feel like NooBTooB is something you have to be a member of.
Yeah.
You're a member by watching. Everyone is welcome.
Yes.
So PAX is in 1 week.
PAX is in 1 week. All right, so we're getting all prepared. We have 3 big things. So really quickly, first on Friday is
Kickle Night.
Kickle Night.
Kickle Night is not just Kickle Cubicle. It started out as Kickle Cubicle. Now it's NooBTooB taking over the retro gaming room. We get a shitload of consoles. You get like Dreamcast, you get Xboxes, you get whatever. Any games that people want to play, people will be playing Bubble Bobble. People will be playing Kickle Cubicle.
Guitar Hero, Rock
Fighting
Band,
games,
anything.
whatever. I mean, you name it. Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur. Yeah, we played like Dead or Alive. That was
Dead or
really
Alive.
Awesome. And then we're actually going to have contests during that as well.
Yes,
so
and there'll be giveaways.
Giveaways.
So if we'll have like a ladder fight competitions for games. We'll give away shit. We'll have free pizza at the end of the night.
It's going to be a huge party, dude.
It's going to be a big party.
It's going to be awesome.
We're going to annoy the living bejesus out of everyone in the retro gaming room. I mean, just
whatever.
It's going to take over.
Pretty much. And then on Saturday night, we have GameWorks. So we're going to be taking over GameWorks, doing the exact same thing, but playing arcade games. We're going to have skee-ball contests.
If you're old enough to drink, there'll be beer.
Yes. And which one? Skee-ball contests, fighting game contests.
Maybe some poppin' contests.
Poppin' DDR.
Yep.
Like to see some DDR skills going on there.
Yes.
And giveaways as well. It's going to be awesome.
So just, like in any of these things, just show up. Just show up at the Retro Gaming Room on Friday. Just show up at GameWorks on Saturday. Sunday is like the community event. This is like everyone's seen all the games they want to see. Everyone's seen all the lectures they want to see. We're going to get the NooBTooB community together.
Yes.
We're going to film. We want to basically film kind of a community Q&A sort of thing. Just let you guys say, hey, what's up?
We'll talk about the show or something like that. We just
want to get some footage at PAX. Like maybe we'll turn the camera around, ask you guys what your favorite stuff was. We just want to get some footage of the NooBTooB army at PAX.
We're also going to do. Hopefully, we'll be shaving Lucien's head. He's thinking about backing out, but I don't think we'll.
Dude, we're shaving Lucien's head.
And then also, whatchamacallit, we might actually have another event then too. So.
Pictures.
Pictures. Yes.
So we're going to do a group photo. Basically, we're still kind of looking for more events to do, but the point is like we're going to get everyone together. Just watch twitter.com/NooBTooB.
Yes.
We'll always be saying where we are. Where it's like we're going here, we're going here, we're going here. Subscribe to that, or just grab onto other people that are wearing NooBTooB shit and just follow them.
Find them, and really, like, there's no such thing as a member. All you have to do is say hi.
Yep.
You're done.
Yep.
You're in.
So we will see you at PAX. It's going to be awesome.
Yes.
So
each week we like to feature the NooBTooB army on the show. Please send in videos with questions, funny stories, or anything cool.
Yep. And you can contact us toll-free at 888-233-8480 or send your files to feedback@noobtoob.com. Also, make sure you post them as video responses on YouTube.
Yes, keep all videos under a minute if you want to be featured on the show.
And don't forget the goddamn yow.
Yow.
What? So, first up is Mr. KC with a game recommendation.
Hey NooBTooB, this is subscriber Swiss Mr. KC. I love your show. I am sending this because you guys said you want games that you might have missed that went under the radar, and I want you guys to review a game. I really, really think you'll like it. So much so, I will PayPal you the money to download it if you do not like it. Swear to God, email me, I'll PayPal you the money if you don't like it. It's a music rhythm puzzle game called Groovin' Blocks. It's for the WiiWare. It is amazing. It's like a Tetris game. It's like old school music. I've been a music genre fan since it started, like Parappa the Rapper, and I hate all the mainstream rock band stuff now. And my dog scared the shit out of me. Anyway, so Download it. You'll love it. Just a few things like turn up the music, turn it up all the way. Don't play it like Tetris. Play it fast. I love C4, Sunglasses, great tracks. And if you don't believe me, Tobin, I know you like it. Look. We share a common bond. That is the original Spyro. It's 10 years old. It was all downhill from here. Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, I think that he pooped his pants when he saw his dog. You see him whip around, man? It's like the camera blurred.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on over there, but hopefully you didn't have to clean up too much.
No, so we'd actually never heard of Groovin' Blocks before.
No, it came out like WiiWare games are really tough to like hear about because people rarely review them.
Which is why we really appreciate when you guys send in these reviews, because basically what happens is you guys will send in a recommendation. We get a lot of recommendations every week, and we say, okay, so we get like 10, and we'll go and we'll check them out online, and the ones that we think look interesting, like Groovin' Blocks, which people have said is kind of an evolution of Lumines.
Yep.
And it's supposed to be kind of music-based, like you get more points for dropping blocks with the rhythm.
And that key thing right there was just like, oh, okay, I'll play it. Yeah, because I love Luminous and I love that.
So we're going to check it out. We'll try it out if we have any free time.
I don't know. Metroid Prime Trilogy is going to take up a lot of time this week, so we'll see.
But we'd like to try it out. And even if we don't get a chance to try it out soon, at least you guys know about it now. Thank you very much for Mr. KC for recommending it.
That's right.
Did he say something? Oh, yeah, he just said that he likes Spyro, which means he's awesome.
As long as it's not the more recent.
No. You see that? He held up like the 10-year-old.
It was PS1 with that little ridges and stuff.
That was when Spyro was fucking awesome.
Well, that's because it was made by Insomniac, right? Back in the day.
Yeah, exactly. So next one is Mario 54671. Oops, hold on a second. Shit. All right, here's Mario 54671.
NooBTooB. This is Mario 54671. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard about the Xbox 360 Elite being $300 along with the PS3 Slim. Did you guys also hear that they don't come with HDMI cables? I'm mainly doing this on PS3. This is stupid. I mean, because I don't think I know anybody that has a PS3 that doesn't have an HD TV. So why don't they include HDMI cables? I mean, they encourage, get this thing in 1080p, get this in 720p, and they don't have... It's a fucking Blu-ray player! Jeez! Oh, and also, do you think this picture looks like Tobin? I really think it does. I took a screen cap of this from Mystery Diagnosis. I was just watching that, and I saw this guy, I'm like, damn, he looks like Tobin. Yuzo, you be the judge, because I know Tobin's gonna deny it looks like him. Yeah.
What do you think?
What do you think?
I don't think so, dude.
Just because I'm white?
Well, they all look the same for the most part.
No, they don't. They kind of do.
They kind of do.
That looks nothing like me.
Oh, I think if you keep drinking, you're hard living.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is that dude's like all fucked up. Like he's basically saying like, Tobin, you're going to be a fucked up, ugly dude in 20 years. So
that's what it is.
Thanks a lot, Mario. Got something for you. So,
but what was this question?
HDMI cables.
HDMI cables. Yeah. So, it's
what a
little
rip-off.
but. Yeah, it's a huge rip-off. Because when I bought my PS3, and I'm like, oh, let me hook this up to my HD TV. And I'm like, where's the cable? Where'd it go? There's no cable. Yeah. Actually, what I ended up doing was taking my PS2 component cable and using that instead.
It makes me angry, because, I mean, the thing is like, you can go onto these websites now, and you can buy these cables in bulk for, like, $4.
Absolutely. Yeah, like, pro tip, like, if you guys have bought either of these in HDMI, go to Monoprice. That's where I get all my cables.
If you go to Monoprice, seriously.
Like, $3.
Yeah, but, like, if you go to, like, Circuit City or something, I shit you not, they'll be like, hey, this is a monster HDMI cable. It's plated in gold and unicorn semen. $80. It's like, it's a fucking bundle of wires that goes from A to B.
But no, dude, like, the digital signal, you have to keep that. You
don't understand,
Yeah,
man.
dude, the wave, the bits. It's like 1 and it goes to half.
Yeah.
When you have a 0 and then 0.5, like, it fucks everything up.
Let's drop a little math for you guys. So back in the day, people used to sell really expensive cables because things were analog and you could have lossy data, and then, like, people would claim that they could hear better shit out of gold-plated cables.
Pretty much.
This shit is digital. This shit is digital.
And not only that, they have these things called CRCs, which says if one of them's off, it'll autocorrect itself.
Yes. The data is coming through. It doesn't matter. You buy a $3 cable, that shit it's either working or not working. There's no like, oh, that HDMI signals, it's not very good. I wish I had a better cable.
Digital bits through gold. I'm just saying something about them.
It's
They're much
faster.
stronger. It's much faster. So get the HDMI cable. It's only $3 on Monoprice. But here's the kicker of this.
Yeah.
If you want to do component because you don't have HDMI for whatever reason, you have to get custom cables.
Because of the adapter.
Because of the adapter. So like on the 360, it's like $50. And there's not much you can do about it.
Yeah.
And I think on the
And when we bought our 360s, they didn't have the Elite yet.
I know.
So our 360s don't have the HDMI cable.
Yeah, you're right. And not only that, and like I think mine did come with a component because it was before, but now the new ones don't. So it's just like.
They fuck you on cables. There's no doubt about it. They fuck you on cables. Like, for what they're getting out of you and for how much they can buy these cables in bulk, you should buy a 360 and it should come with composite component HDMI. Yes. Because those cables cost them about 50 cents each.
Pretty much.
Suck it up. Give us some fucking cables.
But if you can't, then buy them online. It does not really matter. Just $3 and then you have no complaints.
Don't overpay for cables.
Yeah, please don't.
Please. So next up is Tank Runner, the story.
Hey, Tobin. Hey, Yuzo. This is Tank Runner from the forums. As you know, Dissidia Final Fantasy came out a couple days ago, and it was midnight release. I don't usually go to midnight releases without like a group of people, but I decided this time it was worth it. So I get there and I go inside, and there's a huge group of people there. And a little bit later, this boy and his mom walk in. He's being really loud and obnoxious, and we're like, why does this kid know about Final Fantasy, and like, why does he want it so bad? And then midnight hits, and all the GameStop people bring out these huge boxes. I'm like, oh, sweet, they have a lot of copies. So this guy pulls out the special edition Batman Arkham Asylum case. Midnight release also. Everyone was there for Batman except for me. They split it down the counter. One side of the counter, all Batman people lined up. I was the only one in line for Final Fantasy. I got it and left within like 2 minutes. Also, Eat Lead is the shit. Just got to side with Tobin on this one, and yow.
So I disagree with your latter statement, but that was a very funny.
Eat Lead is the shit.
Hey, come on! Where's the people that agree with me? I know they're out there.
Yeah, there haven't been that many lately. We're getting some support on my side.
A little bit.
So that's hilarious.
That's really funny. I don't doubt it.
I don't doubt it either. I mean, like we said, we're not super excited for Dissidia.
No.
But as we always say, I mean, like even if we give the game a bad review, there'll be a bunch of people calling us homosexuals.
Pretty much.
But please feel free to send in a 60-second review of your own experiences with the game, saying why you think it's great. If we don't like it, I'm not going to say we're not going to like it. I mean, we've been surprised many, many times in the past. We're
That's
like,
true.
oh, Nick's Quest, that looks like some bullshit, cheap-ass little, oh my gosh, the best game
It's
ever!
like Shadow Complex from the guys who did Undertow.
Yeah,
Really?
Undertow. We don't trust that.
Oh my god. I don't know if I did that, but yeah. You get the point.
Yes, but
yeah.
Midnight Launch is lucky son of a bitch.
I know. Where was the midnight launch for Professor Layton?
There wasn't one.
There wasn't one. And I don't even... Did the Walmart have it?
Oh, let me tell you some stories, son.
No?
There's so now in the Bay Area, there's now one 24-hour Walmart. They've closed they closed the one in Union City.
What?
They don't. It closes
where's
at
the
10
other one?
o'clock. Gilroy. So you guys don't know this, but Gilroy is basically middle of fucking nowhere, south from here, 1,000 miles. So if you drive down there, they have a 24-hour Walmart. Except, I called them up on the day that it launched. I called them up, and they're like, "Oh yeah, let me transfer you to the electronics department." Hung up on me. Fax machine rung forever. I finally got a hold of somebody, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're getting that game. We've got it in boxes. We're not opening those boxes until noon tomorrow." I was like, but if I came down there right now, would you open the box? Could I get the game at midnight? It's launching. Like, no.
No, that's too much work.
That's too hard. Box cutter. Open up. Give me a fucking game. No.
Wow.
So, we're screwed. The Bay Area is totally screwed for midnight launches.
Well, I just think in general, midnight launches, I haven't even seen that many lately.
No,
It
you
just doesn't
and I used to like run up to that Union City Walmart.
That's true.
And like there'd be a bunch of white trash buying socks at 1 a.m. for God knows why. Socks and grape soda.
That's what you do. Do grape soda, maybe some cigarettes.
Yeah.
You know, because you need your smokes.
With your 3-year-old kid. Hold these cigarettes for daddy. But yeah, it's just like we used to go up there and be like, bitch. We drove all the way up here. You're going to give us that fucking game.
I remember that was
Crackdown.
Crackdown.
That's right.
Oh,
that's right.
Jesus Christ!
But it seems like that's getting less and less popular. It's hard to find a good midnight launch these days.
Well, you know, then that just all that tells me is that they need to do more digital delivery. I'm willing to give up the inability to resell the game if I can get the game at midnight.
Word.
Seriously.
Word.
At this point now, like I'm so frustrated that like I had to wait like a day to get Layton.
You're right. You're right. I mean, like I am totally with you that if I could at the stroke of midnight.
Yeah.
Turn it on and play. I'm like, you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with losing my physical media for that.
So do it. Make it happen. And make the games cheaper if you do it, please. Because
for the love of God, you're not shipping them anymore.
Seriously?
Yeah. Speaking of, is that? Oh yeah. Good. That's actually part of this discussion.
Oh, is it?
So,
okay.
with B2K with
That's a good segue.
Thank you. Well done. Well done.
Hey, NooBTooB, it's B2K here, and August 11th, 2009 update on Xbox Live and Games on Demand. I don't know too much about it, but obviously games on demand means full games downloaded to your hard drive, buying with credit card or Xbox Live points. It's happening. Downloadable games. It's going to be taken over soon, and huge steps have already been made. What are your estimates before all games are downloaded and really no store bought games? Yow, not yob.
That's right.
Call kind of petered out there. At the
Yeah,
end,
he's just
but
like, well, I don't know.
he doesn't know quite how to end it. So, downloadable games.
Downloadable games. So again, with the Xbox update, you can get. You've been able to get Xbox games for a while, right?
Yes.
But Xbox 360 games, like
That's big. That's
huge.
really big. Yeah. I mean, they're old. They're not doing like newly launched.
It's like Mass Effect I saw on there. What
Saints
else?
Row 2.
Cameo. Saints Row. Oh, Saints Row 2. That was on there?
I have some comments about that.
What's about that?
You can go on to, I forget the exact price point, but I believe you can go on to Amazon right now and buy Saints Row 2 brand new. Brand new, not used. Brand new for $29.95. It's like $30.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. It's a steal.
Yeah.
It's a steal. I mean, it's a great game. We loved it.
Yeah.
If you buy it downloadable without physical media, it's just bits onto your hard drive. If you buy it from Microsoft, it's $42.
Ooh, whoa. That $12 more?
What the fuck? If I can just go and do a one-click and actually get the physical game, and
I'm sure you have to wait
2 days. If you're gonna beat Amazon, Microsoft, you need to price things under the retail for the love of God,
or at least match it. If you matched it, then it'd be fine.
You're right. I mean, like if I could avoid leaving my house and pay the same price on Xbox,
you're not leaving your house to order from Amazon.
That's true.
So.
Okay, all right. It's just the wait. It's just the wait. Yeah,
so it's 2 days worth, zero difference. Sure.
Yeah,
whatever.
but I mean, don't price it more than it costs on Amazon. Amazon should be your gold standard of like that's how not used. I'm saying new.
Yes.
New, whatever. But
there's
$12 more. That's like a third more. That's like 33%
I'm wondering, I mean,
more.
the thing is, like, with all these pricing things, you remember back in the day when they first started doing DLC? Fucking Bethesda did horse armor for $5. They did not understand. But then so that was Bethesda. They got painted, like, with this huge tar brush.
They got hammered,
It was terrible. Look at Bethesda today. They are selling huge updates to Fallout. Nobody's complaining.
Oh yeah, I mean the Fallout DLC is selling like it was made out of naked virgins.
Yes,
it is seriously just like Angelina Jolie's vagina coming straight through the pipe.
It was. That's right. And it's selling a lot of hotcakes is probably what I'd probably use.
I heard she's got hotcakes. She got that from Billy Bob Thornton.
That's right. And vials of blood as well. But
that's right.
So it's just like I'm very hopeful that the prices will reset, just like with everything else. Where because the thing is, like, I'm looking at games that I might have missed, and like if it's $20 for like a full game,
oh yeah, if you could just download it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Boop, like that, especially because, dude, it's so easy to buy points.
It really is.
It's so easy.
Yeah, you just like press X and it's like points done off my credit card. It's almost as if it's fake money.
It's a little dangerous.
It's too easy. You compare it to buying stuff online with other things. It's not as easy.
Amazon is probably the closest.
Amazon's close,
I
mean, like, it's still a little bit difficult sometimes with the Sony store. It's still a little bit difficult with the Nintendo store. So I mean,
I've done it once on the Nintendo store.
It's kind of painful
because I bought a lot of money. I've just been using that.
Yeah.
But so let's hope they reprice.
Yes. Last up, sure. Last up, we have free of charge with a game recommendation.
Hey, NooBTooB. This is free of charge from the forums, and I'm here to give you a recommendation about a Flash game. This is a Flash game that I played a couple of years back, and it was a whole lot of fun, and I guess they redid it. It's called Stick Figure Arena. It's pretty much just a browser-based Flash game where you play against your friends and you run around and shoot the fuck out of each other. It's a lot of fun. Go to xgenstudios.com if you want to play it, or just Google Stick Figure Arena. It's a whole lot of fun. Yow.
Yeah.
So didn't you say that before they redid this, like way back in the day?
Way back, like years ago, I remember like one of the first multiplayer Flash games, and it was a bunch of stick figures with swords, and you'd go around, and it was buggy as all hell.
Yeah.
It sucked. I remember playing it, and like I looked at it, it's the exact same game.
But like a lot prettier.
Yeah,
like they've totally prettied it up. So I mean, we haven't had a chance to play too much of this. We tried it out while we were doing the notes for the show today. It's pretty fun. I mean, like you basically,
it's free.
It's free.
Can't complain. Actually, the thing is, I like that other. We're not going to play that.
Why?
One,
yeah, where's that? There's that other thing. We had a
shoot.
Damn, we lost the voicemail. There was somebody. Here we go. OMG Pop.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I'll play it. Sure, why not?
Why not?
Hey, this is not a member of the forums, but I like to just say, responding to 3-hole's Tetris thing, go to omgpop.com. You have Tetris, you got Blockles, you got iSketch, everything free, achievements, levels, yow.
So this is what I'm gonna say. Like this one,
This
I
is way
played
better.
it. It's way better, dude.
So I mean, yeah, whatever. Like the stick figure thing's okay.
Yeah,
but I mean,
it's all right, yeah.
omgpop.com. That thing's the shit.
Yeah, it's like the games themselves are relatively simple.
Yeah,
I mean, we didn't
but
play that
well
many,
done.
but super well done. And like it's the same thing with Tetris Friends, where you just click a button. Also, you're teamed up with 4 or 5 people. And the one game I played was the Letter Blocks.
It's like Scrabble, basically.
It was basically like Scrabble. It was just like actually just that Bookworm Adventures Deluxe, where you have a bunch of tiles and you have to make words, but except you're playing against 4 other people or 5 other people.
And the cool thing is you can basically sign up in like 10 seconds. So we went there and it was just like, hey, your name's Newbie, or you can play as Tobin. You can sign up for an account, but then you start getting achievements. You start getting points. They've got a bunch of really cool free games that just let you immediately play with your friends. So
I'm hoping like this gets more popular on
strangers, like anybody.
or friends, because you can actually say I want to join these things. So like I want to get more people playing. Like when we're at IRC or whatever, we're bored. It's like, hey, I'll play OMG Pop with you guys.
It is the perfect boredom savior.
Oh
like,
yeah,
and all the games are they're basically rip-offs of popular games.
Yeah, there was the Bust a Move.
Bust a Move. I mean, whatever. It's Scrabble, whatever. Like it's great. It's good stuff. So I think that's it.
Yep, that's it.
That's our show for the week. Check out our website at NooBTooB.com and participate in our forums by clicking the community tab at the top of the front page.
Yes, and you're watching the video on YouTube. Make sure you click on the subscription button right over there. Unless you're watching in HD, it's there. I think. Yes, and also please click on the video for 5 stars by clicking on Tobin Junk. Right there.
Click right there. Click down there. Click, 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 click.
That's all for this episode. I'm Yuzu Watanabe.
And I'm Tobin Kozai. Our audio engineering for NooBTooB is done by Range Road Trip to PAX Strunk. Thanks for listening. We'll see you all next week. We're out! Yeah. Dude, back up off my nuts, son. I just got the ice missiles, or the foam gun, whatever it's called. Listen here. I'm freezing foamy shit all over the place.
All right, dude. I got to bring out the big guns. Can you get me out of here?
Put down the goddamn controller and do the show so Yuzu will get the hell out of here, or you get no sex for a month.
Dude, that is totally cheating. I'll get you back for that. I'm Tobin Kozai.
I'm Yuzu Watanabe. This week we're talking